And y'all know who it is, man. It's Cuz back with another banger, man. Back with another banger. Y'all know what it is. Part 2 of Susan find out that her husband been having an affair for 15 years, man. He been had different affairs for 15 years, man. Can y'all believe it, dog? He had that for 15 years. She knew, but he hid that for 15 years, man. I need y'all to tune in, man. I need y'all to hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that link so y'all can subscribe to this channel and drop a comment, man. We lit. Part 2 of Susan just found out that her husband was living a double life. Ooh, he is crazy. Come on, y'all. Let's go.
Focused, and it's my biggest regret, Mom, on getting control of the company and getting the businesses synergistic at that time because I was working with my father. He was my partner.
Yeah.
And this was not a new realization for me. And I never once went to my mother, and I guess I live by the, the guy code, so to speak, but never, ever when it comes to your mother. Should you do that?
You think you should have told your mother?
I think that I should have intervened at...
Yes. Yes, I would have told my mother. Wasn't playing no games. My father out here cheating on my mother. No, I would have told my mother. Yeah, big facts. No, I ain't playing.
At that point, I think I should have gotten everybody in the room. I think that I'm somewhat of a mediator anyhow, and I think I should have done that. I think I could have.
You think you could have done that?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did it affect you, Andy?
I think the big realization for me was that this facade of,
This brilliant device keeps your home cool in summer.
I'm going to take a break and come back, okay? I'll be right back with you, right back. I tell you why we're all so moved. Because there are at least 1 million people out of the 12 million who are watching us around the world right now who think that this is going on and that their children are not affected by it.
Anything you do around the kids, foul, the kids gonna grow up and do the same foul shit if you doing foul shit around your kids, man. Stop doing foul shit around your kids, man, because they're gonna grow up and do the same thing. This is part 2 of Susan just found out that her husband had an affair for 15 years.
Who think that keeping it from the children or not saying anything about it or never bringing it to the forefront is protecting the whole family. And just to see you guys be this honest about it and so revealing about it is very helpful, I know, to a lot of people who are in this situation right now today and will think differently about it. Okay. So you realize as a kid that this perfect picture really isn't so perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I think I replaced it, though. Mm-hmm. I'm newly married, and that's my purpose.
Yeah. 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 So do you think it would affect the way you operate in your marriage? Do you think, having seen this growing up, that it'll do you feel like I'll never do that now? Or do you feel as David, you just said, in a way that said to you, it's okay to cheat?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's parts of the relationship that I do love, and my relationship with my parents is fantastic. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the fact that their relationship is strong is a great thing for us now.
Yeah, now. But do you think it will affect the way you operate in your marriage?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that the way that I'm going to operate in my marriage is trying to live up to what I thought the dream should be.
What the dream should be. Okay. And so, Burton, what does this do to you to know? I mean, we've just known you for an hour here. So you've grown up, raised these boys. How does it affect you to know that they were so affected by this?
Makes me feel terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Did you think you were keeping a secret from them?
Yes.
Even when David asked you, what did you think? That's the question. The moment David asked you that question, what did you think?
I don't remember the question. I don't remember him asking me.
You don't?
No, we were away on a hunting trip, and I do not remember the question.
Good God. That is very interesting.
That's crazy.
Don't you think that's interesting?
That's crazy. He don't remember his son asking him that serious question. Drop a comment, man. Push that like button, man. Pop's lying like shit. See, that's what I'm saying, man. You got caught, you got caught. Stop it, bro. But you kept doing it, man, for 15 years, man. For 15 years, man, stop that shit, man. You crazy.
My recollection was clearer.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, don't you think it's interesting that that was such a powerful moment for you and your dad didn't even remember it?
I think when you're living a life with that much deceit and you're covering your tracks that often, he probably felt that he had shut the issue down, and he was my dad, and I love
And that was the end of it.
And by the way, you know, and it's important to say that throughout the stretch, while maybe he hurt us today, he has always been an unbelievably attentive father, even through all of the stretches. Unfortunately, what he did to my mom is horrible, but I've forgiven him 100%.
When we come back, we'll talk to Susie's sister, who's a good friend of mine, to find out what she knew about her brother-in-law's affair. We'll be right back talking to my friend Annie.
Have you ever seen the magic?
Man, listen. He forgave his father. They forgave their father. That's a good thing, Mo. Bless their hearts. Drop a comment, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button and go tune in to Yo Cuz podcast. We lit. Let's go.
Sister Ann is a very good friend of mine. We hike together. She's like a mountain goat on the trails. And I heard about this book that her sister was writing from Annie on one of our hikes. Did you know what she was going through all this time?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
She kept it from everybody. I was in shock when she told me.
Because you thought it was the picture.
Picture perfect.
Picture.
They were always together. They were never apart. And I thought it was because they loved being together. And Susie confided in me that she was afraid to leave him alone.
You were afraid to leave him alone. Mm-hmm. Okay, you talk a lot about your anger and the process of.
She was scared to leave her husband alone, bro. I got this in this one right here. Go roll them J's up. Pull that drink. Let's go.
Getting to this moment now. The question I think every woman has, and I know Sam is wrestling with this too, even though they're holding hands, everything looking so pretty today. How do you ever trust again?
The trust again question is the hardest element in the equation. Part of the spiritual journey that we've been on, and we've been on it together, is learning to live in the moment. And I know that I'm giving this marriage everything I have, that it's a way more conscious, more supportive, and
Were you not before? Were you not giving it everything you had before?
No, I wasn't. I was conflicted, and I was giving a lot to my career, and I still am now, but the book has been, it has been part of our recovery as well.
Okay. Would it be possible for you to have an affair today?
No,
Would not be possible.
not possible.
Not possible.
Not possible.
My man, I got caught. Then he confessed. Then he say it's not possible for him to cheat again. I bet it's not, nigga. You old as dirt now. The fuck out of here.
Burton wrote the afterword in Back from Betrayal, and he says, this is on page 251, "For much of my life, I considered deception my friend. It gave me something to do. I could make a private phone call or buy a secret gift. I could visit someone Susie didn't know about. Some guys were blatant about their cheating. I never was. My secrets were secrets. My secret life had intrigue, but it was scary and dangerous. I always felt screwing around was my problem, not Susie's. I planned to take it to the grave. I didn't look at my behavior as cheating. I saw it as doing what guys do. If Susie never found out what I was up to, what was the harm? Who was I hurting? It took me most of my life to figure out the answer. I was hurting myself." And how did you figure out that you were hurting yourself? How do you now figure? We see that your sons were hurt.
And that certainly hurts me. But when we started to go through our program and started to do our studies and our spiritual journey that we went on, I realized that at some point, My wife could leave me. My employees could leave me. My friends could leave me. My children could quit talking to me. And the person that would be left is me. And I realized that I was the one who was really, really being hurt. Not that everybody else wasn't affected by it. They were, terribly. And I feel terrible about that. But I was being hurt too. And then once I realized that, I wanted to find out why I would hurt me. And then I started to study about me.
Yeah, well, that takes a spiritual revelation to do that.
Yes, it did.
Now, I asked in the beginning, you were here for when I was talking to Jamie, during the process of these affairs, was there never a moment when you were thinking about how hurt she would be?
No, that was not in my conscience.
Not even in your conscience?
No.
Because I guess for you and for most people who are cheating, you think you're not going to be found out.
I think that's true.
And yeah, and you wrote in the afterward that you were going to take it to your grave.
Correct.
Yeah.
He was gonna keep his lies to him till he died. Drop a comment. Do y'all think that's right for him to do? For real, man. Man said he was gonna keep his secrets to the day he died, Mo.
So when you made that confession and said, I'm now really, really ready to tell you because, you know, I think you're ready to hear it, or are you ready to hear it? When you said that to her, were you aware of how deep that pain would be for her?
I didn't realize it, and when I found out that she was in as much pain as she was in, it was my first connection back to my own feelings. I think I had become numb, and when that happened, it really hit me hard that I could hurt her so badly. And that was the beginning of a long recovery.
Wow. I just don't get, can you help us understand, why do men think that this isn't going to hurt somebody?
From my own point of view, when it's going on, you're feeling that you can handle it. And it isn't affecting anybody else but you. And you're not really thinking about it. What I did find out, though, what I do realize, is for a guy, when you're out screwing around, you are absolutely taking from your primary relationship. You're taking from your family. And you're never 100% anywhere.
I dare you to let me build.
He breaking it down to y'all. He letting y'all know when you cheat, this is what you doing to your family, Mo.
Down with this other person, and you're just kind of wandering. You're kind of just trying to get through the day. And it may be very deliberate. It may be a very deliberate thing subconsciously that I'm doing that. As I went back to my childhood, I had some answers. I got some answers.
Now, when you're having, in the midst of this affair, especially with the third person who you later said to her you were missing the mistress, are you looking forward to the times with her? Does she, because years ago an expert on the show said here that men leave not because of the way the other woman looks, but because of the way the other woman makes them feel. So is there something about the way she made you feel that you weren't feeling at home?
It's a double question. But the first question you asked, I think when Susie asked me the question and we were having an argument and we talked about that, I think what I was thinking is I was missing the deception. I had been deceiving people in some form for most of my life. And it was like I had this missing part of my life. And I think that's more what I was missing than specifically another individual.
Really?
Yes, really. I think that's the case.
Okay. What do you want to say to all the women out there? And there will be some men too, because I know this happens to men too, but it happens majority of time to women, who will find out today, or who just found out last night, or who are in the throes of this pain that is really indescribable.
What I'd like to say to the women out there is it's possible to get through this if you're willing to take care of yourself first, and if your husband wants to make changes, if you've had something that was really worth saving to begin with, and it's going to take a long time. It's a really, really tough road, but it's so worth it if you are able to make that shift.
Okay, so the biggest thing is to decide for yourself if you think it's worth it.
Right.
That's right. That's
Right.
the first question.
Absolutely.
Do I think it's worth it? And then does he think it's worth it?
Right.
And then you can begin to put the two pieces together.
Right.
And that's how you get back from betrayal. Thank you. Thank all my guests today. Good luck to you guys.
Thank y'all for tuning in to Yo Cuz podcast. Y'all seen it first. Susan husband behind secret relationships from her for 15 years. He came on and told her that he been cheating with different females for 15 years. Y'all heard it first on Yo Cuz podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe, drop a comment, hit the like button, man. We lit. Thank y'all for tapping in. Go.